But you knew that he was alleged to be a major-time drug dealer and gang leader, going by the name of John Wick.
I cannot confirm that. I was confirming that John Wick, in terms of the intelligence report, is Musamos Ket Matla. That's the picture that was put there. And let's say, this is very, very important, commissioners. Let's say a cat comes, whether to any court of law or any platform, he's able to dispute that he was not John Wick. Let's say Cat was not John Wick. The point that I was trying to make is the picture that was placed on the intelligence report, it was that of Cat, and his name was written Cat underneath and John Wick. So I was trying to say, former Minister Becky Taylor must have remembered this face when he met him for the first time in 2024.
But surely by the same reasoning, you must have remembered this face and this name when someone comes to offer you assistance in how your foundation should bring a public interest application.
Yeah, even if commissioners, even if that time Cat could have wanted to help us financially, if he was not one of the bidders, we will accept. I cannot say I did not know him or I did not, there was no way we could work with him. All I'm saying is he was able to help, to give us idea, to help us to take this thing forward. You'll realize in the same application, commissioners, it was re-advertised, it went to the SCA, and the foundation did not proceed. Then it was re-advertised. You will realize that the same thing happened. The foundation did not participate on the second leg of this court application. Private companies were involved.
Who introduced you to CAT to give you assistance in this foundation application?
In 2023.
That one.
It was not a direct thing that someone is bringing CAT to come and advise. It's a matter that you know someone who says, you know, there is this brother, he's a businessman, he's based where, and this person can help us. And initially, we thought he would give us lawyers or something when we spoke to CAT, only to find out he gave us the technical know-how of going there. So I had his numbers, I could call him that time, but that time in specifically, I called him to assist us with the tender.
So you were the one who made the contact with CAT?
That's correct.
And you had his numbers, this was before you'd met General Sibia?
Yes, not the one that came from General Sibia.
Sorry, not the one that came from General Sibia, a separate number for CAT that you had. We can just keep scrolling so that we see Tasmika Construction. Can we scroll further to the right? So the payer is Tasmika Construction. Do you know whose company Tasmika Construction is?
Yes, I know. I know who's the owner. Suleiman Karim.
Suleiman Karim.
That's correct.
So we see on the 10th of August, there were two payments of 100,000 each from Tasmika Construction, Suleiman Karim's company, into Khotle Specialists, your fiancé's company.
That's correct. That's correct.
And then if we go down to one row, we see that on the same day, there was a payment of 150,000 from Khotle Specialists.
That's correct.
To Tau Matsamela.
That's correct.
Is this the funding for that interdict application?
I believe that's the one. That's correct.
So a couple of questions. Why was it channeled through Khotle Specialists?
I believe that time, this Brown Horse Foundation did not have the bank account had some problem. But in addition, my fiancée, she's also director of Brown Horse Foundation. So there was nothing wrong that they could pay because a certain amount. And it's very much important that it be noted that my fiancé and Suleiman Karim, I thought you would have obtained statement from 2015, 16. They've had a relationship of business subcontracting, all those things. I'm not part of that. I'm not even in a position to answer for that. And there was nothing wrong that the money could go through the hotel. Since one of the directors of Brown Hoods Foundation is the owner of hotel.
So Tasmika Construction funded this litigation with those 2 payments of 100,000 into Hotel Specialists, which is your fiancé's company.
No, I cannot say 200,000. We requested funding, and then, like I say, they have history. There are other transactions which were not related to that. The amount paid to the lawyers, as is reflecting, that's the amount that has been paid. I cannot say he funded for 200,000 or 200, separate 100,000 rand.
So you're saying 150,000 was funded from Tasmika Construction?
It was paid, I'm talking on what I see, was paid to the lawyers, that's correct.
For this case?
For this case.
And then if we go down, we see that there were 2 further payments of 50,000 each on the 19th of September. That's just before the hearing.
That's correct.
And they come with the reference from S. Is that from Suleiman Karim as well?
That's correct. That's correct, Coach.
And those 2 payments seem to fund a 70,000 payment to Tau Matsamela from Khotle on the same day.
You see, on the part of funding and how much was paid to the lawyers and stuff, I believe it will be very much fair and appropriate for the Commission to direct either its communication to the director of Khotle, because I cannot speak on their behalf. And I went through this, I saw a lot of bank statements. I can honestly confirm now to the Commission that I will not be in a position to talk on behalf of these finances. Perhaps the Commission, if find it more important, could inform Khotle and get their auditors to bring their books and stuff like that.
Are you suggesting that you have no control over Khotle at all?
I'm not suggesting it's a fact. I don't have any beneficiation from Khotle.
Do you get paid money by Khotle?
I don't get paid money by Khotle. This is my fiancé. You can go through, if you check the statement, you'll always see some references, brown. It may be her error on a what you call a bank app, but the bank accounts where the money goes does not come to me. It's not my bank account. Yes, except for maybe 2,000 rand petrol when I do our personal things with her. But I do not control Khotle. I'm not the director of Khotle. I don't benefit from Khotle. And the Brown Hoods Foundation, I don't benefit from it. I'm not the director.
Mr. Mogotsi, we've extracted the payments to Brown coming out of Khotle.
Correct.
There's an amount in excess of 3 million rands in transactions that say payments to Brown.
That's correct.
How do you account for that?
I cannot account for that, commissioners. The moment, you see, you can check even on Tasmika or what is this? Tasmika plant. You will see there are even references. That's page 5. Tasmika and page 6. You see, from there, from the 25, it's loan. You know, I don't know these references, but factually, there's no way this man can, or whoever can borrow without any way that person is paying back. It's because on the app, cell phone app, banking app, You'll always have a reference, and when you pay, it always say brown, brown, brown. But those monies do not come. There's no, except for maybe e-wallets or something, 1,000. There's no any amount more than 3,000 rand that ever came. And I can even challenge and request the commission to do any investigation. Go to Hotle, get 205, get the statements and their financials. There's no
We
bank
will get the
account.
contras.
Thank you.
And for present purposes, I want to put to you that there are cumulative amounts in excess of 3 million rands that go out of Hotle with a transaction reference payment to Brown.
Now, that can be checked. Check their books. And on their books, you will see the bank account. I guarantee you, there's no bank account where this money came that is mine. And even if probably there are third-party payments, probably, let's say it's third-party payments for me, the financials from those auditors and them, or if she's subpoenaed, you will get the truth. I'm not having any power over that. And then being called a businessman, I have a business separately from Hotle. There is, and this came as a result of, after I lost my wife. I kept what is mine separately from this. And it is, I can assure you, it's an error. It is an error on the app where a person, when sending money every time, in that reference, still written brown, brown, brown. Just, I was checking, after you gave fortunately, and thank you, Commissioner, for giving us opportunity to go this. Even this, I even called her, did you make so many loans from this guy? He said, no, I've got invoices, I've been working with this guy, but look at the references, loan, 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 loan. It's not, there are no bank accounts to me.